outnumbered, at least that's what they say. We never know how many steps from the cradle to that grave. So while the sand's still flowing through the glass of time, don't let what's on bottom be how you're defined. No, try it, buy it, give it a shot. Find what makes you smile a lot. Do it now, today's the day. Don't wait till it's too late. Leave with no regrets at the end of the race. Life's too short for grudges. Go apologize. Lend a hand to those in need. Put away your foolish pride. See someplace you've never seen before the chances go away. Make time for the ones you love. Say what you need to say. Try it, buy it, give it a shot. Find what makes you smile a lot. Do it now, today's the day. Don't wait till it's too late. Leave with no regrets at the end of the race. Shot. Find what makes you smile a lot. Do it now. Today's the day. Don't wait. Don't wait. Try it, buy it, give it a shot. Find what makes you smile a lot. Do it now. Today's the day. Don't wait till it's too late. Leave with no regrets. Of the grace.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime heavy. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak, and I'm smiling cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G. That is our Friday anthem song. It is called Hello Friday. I got to meet and introduce that young lady to the stage at Freedom Jam USA last September the 30th. Hard to believe that has almost been a year ago. But love that song for a Friday show. And here we are. We call it New Music Friday. End of the Grains by Jeff Batson from Nashville, Tennessee, getting us started tonight. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. That is our website. We are live on there right now. I am live on Facebook and also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. Come check it out. If you see the TV screen, you'll see my logo and also a QR code right beside me. You can scan that QR code. It will allow you to download the Tim Kelly Show app right now, and you can hear the audio through your mobile device. If you step away from your computer, you can just take us with you wherever you go while we are live on the air, and we're going to be going till 10 p.m. Central tonight. A couple of great radio interviews tonight. First, I've got Noah Reinhardt, and then Paige Rutledge is going to be here in the bottom half of hour number 2. We're going to have a good time hearing the stories behind their songs and a lot of brand new music. You want to stick around. I got something really special for you tonight. We want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other radio stations that replay this program. Great ones like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, also Belgium. We are on downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Lake Paradise Records, a great Sony Orchard record label. You can stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major formats like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, and Apple Podcast. We are also on Radio Garden. I just found out that we're still sending shows over there as well, and CanyonStar.tv and my good friend Joey Canyon. Thank you, folks, for that. We want to welcome a brand new artist. First time on the Tim Kelly Show tonight. His name is Bernie Nelson. His latest single is called Texas Cadillacs. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Abilene to Waco out to El Paso. See 'em on the highways or them red dirt roads. Shinied up and mudded with a rifle rack. Cowboys riding around in Texas Cadillacs. Hey! Might be a tailgate make-out place on a Saturday night. Yeti for a Lone Star's in the bed in the back. Half-ton piece of heaven, Texas Cadillac. Might be a Hemi or a Chevy or a hand-me-down Ford. Just like his daddy's daddy or his daddy before. One thing they have in common, they were made to last. Cowboys sure do love them Texas Cadillacs. You can hear that Cummins humming into San Antonio. Hauling rough stock in that gooseneck to the rodeo. Might be Longhorns on the grill, Copenhagen on the dash. Nothing in the world like Texas Cadillac. Might be a Hemi or a Chevy or a hand-me-down Ford. Just like his daddy's daddy or his daddy before. One thing they have in common, they were made to last. Cowboys sure do love those Texas Cadillacs. cowboy shooter lovers, Texas Cadillacs.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Said, come just as you are. Skin and bones, you smell like a bar. You sure you want me there this way? Well, I'm on my way. I'll grab this bottle just in case. Lord, I'm too ashamed to pray. And I'm bringing this problem to you now. If the prodigal son returns, the only way that I know how, the only way that I know how, I'm gonna drive my steel horse down to the altar, put my hands on the tank and pray. Lord, I ain't got much to offer, but I ain't trying to die this way. So may this old bottle be the body, and this bourbon be the blood. If I pour it out, will you take my offering? Give me the strength to never pick it up. Here I stand, just as I am. You know most folks don't understand that I'm talking about pouring out my best friend. It sounds so sad, but that's how it is, and that's why it's gotta end. Lord, I've tried it by myself. Forget my pride, I need your help. I'm gonna drive my steel horse down to the altar, put my hands on the tank and pray. Lord, I ain't got much to offer, but I ain't trying to die this way. May this old bottle be the body, and this bourbon be the blood. If I pour it out, will you take my offering? Give me the strength to never pick it up. Here I stand, just as I am. Feel that old river full of tears and whiskey, the blood I've spilled and the wars I've raised, 1,000 love lost and heartbroken memories, scars on my heart, the skin I'm wearing raised me up a brand new man, so I can face this world just as I am. You said come just as you are, skin and bones, a broken heart. You kept your word, Lord, here I stand. I'm born again, just as I am.
His name is Mark Ware. That is W-A-R-E, and that is called Just As I Am. I got to meet him in Branson when we were doing a TV taping for the Nashville Roadhouse Live show, and that was fun. And man, we got to talk backstage, and we are working out the details to book a radio interview with him and have him as a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show. Mark Ware and Just As I Am. Well, you guys are in for a special treat tonight. I found this young lady in my email last night. I'm Facebook friends with her mother right now. She's probably tuned in and listening. And I've been friends with Kurt Ryle, who produced this young lady for a long, long time on social media. She is all of 13 years young. She's been singing since she was 5 years old. And you got to check out the great video to this song as well. Her name is Ariel Franz. That is Franz. And the song is called It Almost Makes Me Cry on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You tell me you were wrong to ever let me go. There was a time I would have died to hear you say that. I used to break down at the sight or a sound of you across the room. The pain was so bad. Now you're standing here with both arms open wide, asking me for one more try. It almost makes me cry. Carved up my will for surviving, but time dulled the blades and healed the cuts they made. I can't forget the scars my heart is hiding. Now you ask me if I'm still in love with you, and my silence fills up the room. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. Just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. It almost makes me cry.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Maybe you don't know me any more than I know you, and I wouldn't blame you if you walked away. I've been watching you all evening with those teardrops in your eye, and it touches me much more than I can say. You know, I hate to think that someone could have hurt someone like you, and if I was him, I'd be right by your side. Lay your troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Lay your troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Saw you in the corner from the moment I walked in. Saw your lonely face across the room. No, I won't forget you and the way it could have been. Why'd you have to leave so soon? You know, I hate to think there's someone you loved instead of me. 'Cause at times like this, I'd be right by your side. Lay your troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Lay your troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Lay your troubles on my shoulder, put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while.
I don't do too many remakes of songs, but I'll do that one. He is my buddy Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band. Great traditional country music artist. He is in the Traditional Country Music Hall of Fame. He is from Waynesville, Ohio, and him and his wife Donna are fantastic. They have the Keepin' It Country Farm out there in Waynesville, Ohio, and he has a bunch of artists come out there and perform in a venue of about 400 people out there. So if you get a chance and you love traditional country, go visit my good friend Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Lynch Band. He has been a special guest on this program many, many times. We want to welcome these next artists to the program for the first time, and then after we play their song, we're going to have Noah Reinhardt in here as my special guest for the first interview tonight. They are called the Girls Next Door. This is called Shades of Grey. You can see mine right now on TV on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I remember as a child, Granny propped me on her knee. I'd look up at her hair and I'd whisper quietly, where'd all the color go? Gray is all I see. She just smiled and pulled me close, rocking slowly in her chair. Told me take a closer look, 'cause the color's always there. Things aren't always what they seem. It ain't always black and white. Life is full of shining lights and waiting through the dark. It's full of love and full of loss, full of broken hearts. See, there's one thing I've learned along the way. Life is full of shades of gray, full of shades of gray. I walked off of Granny's porch, her words still ringing in my head. Tried to make it on my forgetting everything she said, but I found out the hard way. Things aren't always wrong or right. Love ain't always easy when it feels like it should. Money can't buy happiness, even though I thought it could. Things aren't what they shades of gray, shades of gray. Now I sit on my front porch, rocking slowly in my chair. My granddaughter looks up at me and runs her fingers through my hair. She smiles and asks about my shades of gray.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. It is New Music Friday, and on this live show tonight, I have another special guest. His name is Noah Reinhardt. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program today. I sure appreciate it, and it's good to talk to you.
It's great to talk to you too, Tim.
I'm excited to play your music and to tell your story. I see that you are a Coast Guard veteran turned country music singer. How about that?
Yes, sir. And still work for the Coast Guard again as a civilian.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you for your service that you are currently doing, and we appreciate our veterans here in Branson. In fact, around Veterans Day in November, they dedicate a whole week in Branson to the veterans. They call it Veterans Week here.
I need to show up for that. It sounds like a good time.
Absolutely. And I was talking to you a little bit before we got on the air, but I want to tell you right now, I need to hook you up with an organization called Defenders Gateway. That tab is on our website, too. Click on that and download the Defenders Gateway app. They have a lot of free services for our veterans, and they totally support them. I got to meet Carol last year when I hosted Freedom Jam USA, a great tribute show to our veterans in St. Louis.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like a good organization.
Absolutely. You started in the world of country music, though, back when you were just 7 years old. You picked up your grandfather's guitar, and I guess the rest is history, huh?
That's it. Yeah, he gave me a guitar. I was maybe about 7 years old. I picked it up, and not like a natural guitar player, but I picked it up and was able to make music, and ever since then, I've just done it my entire life. I love it.
Self-taught to play?
Self-taught, yeah.
Man, I talk to so many artists that are that way. That is pretty cool. I love that. So
yeah, that was back when we didn't have all the YouTube and all
I
that
was just
stuff.
going to ask that. So what did you do? Watch YouTube videos or what? But no, you were probably learned to read music that way too, huh?
I grabbed I don't remember. It was some sort of guitar learner's book, right? So I picked that up and tried to figure it out myself. And over time, it took a long time, but now everything's really quick. You could probably learn how to play guitar in 2-3 months. Where it took me years.
Yep. You told me you're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Did you grow up there?
No, sir. I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama, of all places. That was a great time. It's actually a pretty great location as far as music goes because we have the Muscle Shoals right down the road from us. Nashville's right up the road from us. So, as a kid, I was able to get out and see all sorts of some good music and shows.
Yep. My wife lived in Boaz, Alabama for a while, and her favorite group is Alabama. They started in 78, 79. They've been doing it for about 50 years, and, one of the greatest bands ever put together.
Absolutely. My mom went to college with him, with the lead singer from Alabama.
Randy Owen. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Man, small world, but yet it's big at the same time. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
You have also participated in the Academy of Country Music as well as a Salute for the Troops shows in Las Vegas. You've been featured on radio and TV shows. What are some of is there any popular TV shows that we would know that you were on?
I don't know any popular ones. Most of it was some local news stuff here, and that big one was being out in Vegas and getting to meet all of them. I mean, and Toby Keith was out there. He was the one who hosted that show, and it was just a great time.
Boy, that's a big deal. He's one of the reasons I'm in country radio. Those artists in the 90s that were coming up, especially Toby Keith and Vince Gill and Garth Brooks and those guys, that's what made me want to do country radio. I started doing 80s music back in the day, but that in 1990 when I moved to Oklahoma, down where Blake Shelton grew up in Ada, Oklahoma, lived there for about 20 years, that 90s country got me.
Oh, it's so good. It's still so good.
It is, isn't it? So good that I had to start
that stuff.
Yeah, I had to start a classic country radio station, and that's on the air 24/7 when I'm not doing this show. So
I'm sure it's super popular. I mean, every time I go out and play shows, they get requested a lot. All the 90s country is what usually is a big seller for people.
Yep. What got you to want to do country music? Was it the stories that it tells, or maybe somebody you listened to growing up on the radio?
I listened to everything growing up. It didn't matter if it was, Grateful Dead to, Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner. Yeah, all music was good music to me. But the storytelling in country music is just something that to me, it's just better. You can actually work a story out, especially if you're writing stories, and you can kind of let your imagination go wild, or you can draw from experiences. Either way, it always tells a story. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I say that all the time because that's what I like to call these radio interviews, the stories behind the songs. We got 3 great songs we're going to play from you tonight, and I like to hear the stories behind each one because everybody's different. Their life experiences are different, but yet everybody's the same. And there's a lot of people that are going through the same things that you're going through or have gone through in the past, and those songs touch people, and that's why you do it, isn't it?
That is, absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, it says, you know, that you now share experiences and emotions through songwriting and performing, and people can see that in a live performance too, your facial expressions and just your feelings through the songs. They get to hear that live. And as an independent artist, there's nothing better than when, especially in a small venue, you're looking out in the audience and they know your songs and they're singing right along with you.
Yeah, it's happened a few times, and I was kind of taken back by it when people actually knew what I was about to play. That was great.
That is awesome. Now, do you do a lot of cover songs in your show as well? And if so, what are some of your favorites?
Oh, I do quite a bit of covers because, especially when you're playing, it just depends on the venue, right? A lot of people are wanting to kind of dance and sing along and stuff to things they know. So, you know, do Tyler Childers, Zach Bryan, Toby Keith. I mean, you name it. I'll pull. I have an iPad that I'll stick up there, and if someone has a request for a song, I'll find it and I'll play it if they want.
There you go. I love that. And you know, country music is universal too. I'm in Belgium on this radio station. I'm in Ireland and Germany, just all over the place. You know, it's worldwide. We get music, I do, from the world, and we send it back to the world. And they love the country music that is made over here in the United States. So that is another reason to keep doing your thing, because not only can you maybe get a big tour here in the United States, but you can go worldwide and international like the UK and that kind of thing.
Absolutely, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it?
Of course.
You know, the
get
more...
Get me out of this office.
Yeah, exactly. Get me out of this studio. I'll come see you too. And we just did that last week. One of the artists that I play, she's a little firecracker from Kentucky. Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. She put on a great show the other night, just local to us, about 15 minutes from where I'm at in Springfield, Missouri. And so we would love to see you here too. I know Bonnie, the lady that promoted you to me tonight, she came to Branson and we got to meet her. She's fantastic, and she actually had family come and visit her that she hasn't ever seen. She got to meet them for the first time. So, you know, we always say, you know, there was an Olive Garden a block away. When you're at Olive Garden, it says your family. We got a lot of family here in Branson, too. It's a small town of 10,000 people, and everybody kind of knows everybody here.
Oh, that's perfect. I love small towns. I mean, I've had being in the military, I've had to go to a lot of big cities, and I mean they're great, but they're not my favorite. I like being in the small spots. Where I grew up was not. It was bigger than 10,000, but it wasn't. It didn't feel big. I feel like I still knew everybody.
Yep, absolutely. Now I want to ask you this too, as a Coast Guard veteran, and you currently still work for the Coast Guard. What growing up made you want to do that, and then, you know, kind of combine the two now with country music as well?
Well, it's kind of getting to the point. I got out of high school and I started going to college, and I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do. I was kind of a little bit of a mess, and so when I got out of there, I was like, I kind of need some kind of structure. So I decided to go into the military, and realistically, the only reason I joined the Coast Guard is they never called me. Everybody else, you know, after taking your ASVAB, every other service called me, and I was like, well, the Coast Guard didn't call me. Go see what they're about. And I went down there, and then the recruiter was really good, and I was like, yeah, you know, this seems like this might be a good fit for me. And it was. I mean, I did 21 years, so
wow,
it worked out really well.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing better than somebody that has a passion for helping other people. That's what I do with the independent artist, and I love doing it. But when you're doing water rescues and everything that is involved in that, I mean, I bet you've seen some crazy stuff in your 21 years of doing that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to go into all of them. Some of them are great, some of them are not great, right? But you get to see a lot, that's for sure. And you get to see a lot of the country moving around. And I got to go over to Iraq and Kuwait for a year. And that was a good time. And, you know, you get to experience a lot in your time in the military.
You know, and it's the same way when you get that big tour and you get to tour all over the country. It's really about the journey, isn't it? And the people you meet along the way. I mean, that's like radio guys like me. That's why we love to do what we do. I mean, I've never talked to you before until tonight's show. And I always love meeting new people and talking to them and hearing their journey in not just country music, but in life, man. There's nothing better.
Absolutely. It just adds to your story.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to have their own story.
It does. And actually, this interview is going to go into my archives, so you're going to be able to go grab it, and people can hear it over and over again. You can share it with everybody that you're in contact with. So.
That'd be great. I don't know if I want to hear my own voice, but I'm sure people might hear it.
Well, I feel the same way about doing this program after doing it for so long. But I definitely love putting out artists that, are trying to make it and get heard, especially on the big radio stations and FM radio. They reach out to stations like mine and internet radio first, and then we put you out to the world, and then everybody else, hopefully the right ears get on it, and they listen later and go, wow, I got to check this person out. And we're going to talk about your social media here in a little bit, but I want to talk about the first song that I heard from you when Bonnie sent it to me. It's called Just Too Slow. Tell us about this one.
All right, that's Just Too Slow. I'll have to be honest. That came for me. I was going on a big TV watching binge of Yellowstone.
Oh, there you go. I love that show.
And it's a great show. And then for some reason I was, picking the guitar on the couch while I was watching this thing, and this song kind of just came out, and kind of it's just a story I had going on in my head at the same time, and it was, just telling a story about somebody in the desert and all this.
Yep.
So that's where this song came from.
Okay, there you go. We were walking down at the Branson Landing. It's a big outdoor mall, and we go by this one store called the Boot Barn, and they got their doors open, and you can smell the leather coming out of that store, So they got all the leather boots, the jackets, the cowboy hats. It's a great Western store. I need to get them as a sponsor for this program. I talked to the guy, so we'll see if we can't work that out. But we went inside the store, and we get to looking around, and they've got Yellowstone cologne in there, and my wife bought me some, and I bought her the perfume version of it. It's great stuff, too.
Oh, man. I heard they have some Yellowstone whiskey, which I haven't got to try out yet.
Ooh, I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Well, I love that show, and, there's a lot of artists that are trying to make country music to fit that program. I got one artist that told me, she goes, I'm hoping that we can call this Beth's song, and that Yellowstone will pick it up for season 5 or something like that, so.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, your song, Just Too Slow, is awesome, and you got a couple more that we're going to come back and talk about here in just a moment. We are live with Noah Reinhardt tonight on a New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Desert with a pistol in my hand, thinking thoughts and saying prayers that you wouldn't understand. Always taught that the golden rule was, boy, thou shalt not kill. Too bad there ain't churches on the backside of this hill. Rolling down the highway and I know I'm on the run, trying to get away from all those wicked things I've done. So I put the car in drive, my tires are spinning down. Just too slow. Lights are coming, and they ain't far behind. Roadblock up ahead, well, that caught me by surprise. Little did they know that they ain't taking me alive. Rolling down the highway, and I know I'm on the run, trying to get away from all those wicked things I've done. So I put that car in drive, my tires are spinning down the road. Way too slow. Jumped out the car and the lead began to rain. I might not make it far, but you ain't putting me in chains. The Mercedes were the jury, and I knew that I'd been judged by the shadows in the sand, quickly stained by blood. Rolling down the highway, and I knew I was on the run. I tried to get away from all those wicked things I've done, so I put that car in drive. My tires were spinning down the road. Just too slow.
His name is Noah Reinhardt. That is called Just Too Slow, and you heard the story behind it, and that is a fantastic song, and we're not done yet. We're going to play two more of yours tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Great job. Tell me about this, too. You know, most of the artists, and you're one of those that write their own material, that we play on the program. When do you have time to find time to songwrite, or are you that kind of an artist that, you're laying in bed and you're can't sleep at night and a song idea or a title of a song comes into your head? Are you more lyric based? Are you more melody based? How do you do your songwriting?
I'm more melody based. So usually I'll just be kind of sitting around picking, and I'll get this idea of a song, right? And it'll just kind of come together melody wise, and then I kind of have to sit there and go, okay, what does that kind of sound like, and how am I going to write? What kind of story is this going to be about? And then it kind of forms from there. And sometimes it's fast. Sometimes it's definitely not fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't, I don't write all the time. I don't have any structured time I'm going to write. It just happens to be something if I'm picking and I get something I like, then I'm going to write it.
Yeah. I've talked to artists that the song comes real fast. They've written it and produced it and got it out to radio real quick. And then others, I've talked to artists that have held on to the song 2 years, 8 years, 10 years, and then finally say, it's time to record this thing.
Yeah. I've got one of those I've had for 6 months at least, and I just haven't made it into the studio to do anything about it. So, yeah. But I'll get there.
We talked a little bit about all of the stuff, and we didn't talk about any of the specifically crazy stuff that you've seen doing your Coast Guard duties. But is there any songs that have come from that maybe have been like real life experiences that you've seen or lived in doing what you do for a living too there?
I haven't really written anything about my career-based stuff. I mean, the song that I think you're gonna play next is gonna be
What You Doing to Me? Mm-hmm.
So that's more of a real life based song, right? That was from my first marriage. But the last one you're gonna play, that one was I didn't write that one. That was actually written by a buddy of mine here, and he asked me to record it because his name is Boston Paul. That's not his real name, but he goes, and obviously he wrote a country song that he could not probably sing it, right? So I recorded that for him, but it still had, it was still kind of the same deal, he wrote that with experience.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you that then, too. Do you get pitched a lot of songs because you're an artist and a vocalist that maybe other people have written and you say, okay, and they ask you to record it?
Sometimes it's happened a few times where I try to help people out, or at least get them like a demo set up for them for their song, so they could try to sell their song or something. And sometimes people will bring me in for playing guitar on their tracks and all that stuff. So.
Awesome. Let's give a big shout out to the recording studio that you used to play this record the songs that we're playing tonight. What was that recording studio?
Sound Cage Studios in Virginia Beach. He's moved on. He's actually up in Boston again. So I'm not sure if he's still under the same name, but Sound Cage Studios.
Awesome. Well, these are all great, and so congratulations on these three. And I look forward for hearing more from you. And love to have you back on the program soon.
I'd love it. Oh, come on. Like I said, I got another song that I'm itching to get in the recording studio. So
there you go.
And it's a good one.
Now, as far as performing in front of others, I want to ask you this question, Noah. What is your dream gig? Maybe an artist that you would like to maybe do a duet with, male or female, or somebody you might like to open for, a big name that we might know. Who would some of those maybe be?
Oh man, if I had to pick any female to do a duet with, it's got to be Alison Krauss.
There you go.
100%. That's fantastic. I just got to see her the other day, a couple weeks ago, and here in Virginia Beach, she was with Robert Plant. Fantastic. She's still killing it.
Wow.
Guys, really, anyone. I mean, anybody. I'd open for anyone.
Okay.
I just enjoy music. I like being out there. I like see people, and especially if they appreciate the music that's happening. Doesn't matter who's with.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, I interview a lot of folks, and a lot of folks listen to this program, you know, not just to hear their own radio interviews and their music, but to hear some of these other artists. And there's nothing better when I get to see independent artists supporting other independent artists and getting together and songwriting together, collaborating on that, or maybe doing a duet together. So there's always those opportunities, and I just want to always throw that out there because you're fantastic and your music needs to be heard, but if you want to do some other things with some other folks, then that's always a pleasure to see that when that happens too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more about Noah Reinhardt? I'm looking at your website, but I'll let you tell us.
So I got my website is noahreinhardt.com, and it kind of lists mostly like when and where I'm going to be, which I don't play a ton of shows, but when I do, they're up there. If you, for all social media stuff, Noah Reinhardt Music pretty much gets you anywhere. YouTube, iTunes, YouTube and TikTok is Noah Reinhardt Music. And if you're going for iTunes or Apple Music or Spotify, that's all just under Noah Reinhardt.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, great to have you on the program tonight. I want to give Bonnie Pappenhausen a big shout out that we actually got to meet last year in Branson when she came here that set up this radio interview. You guys are both fantastic, and stay in touch. Let's do this again real soon.
Absolutely. Will do.
You bet. His name is Noah Reinhardt. This is called What You Doing to Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I took a walk down old memory lane. Beating my chest always kinda just felt the same, but not to you. You said that we were through. I bought you flowers and a diamond ring. I even taught you just a little how to sing, but you're gone. Never coming home. And tell me just what I done wrong. And tell me what's taking so long. Was the only thing I see. Oh, baby, is what you're doing to me. We'd go out dancing all over town. And I even bought you a 3-bedroom house. But why now? After all that we've been through. I know we had problems, and sometimes we'd fight. Why couldn't you give me just one more night? You took nothing. You walked out the door. So I guess nothing don't matter anymore. And all these years I just a memory. And all these tears for you and me. Tell me, it's what I done wrong. Tell me, what's taking so long? 'Cause the only thing I see, oh baby, is what you're doing to me. 'Cause the only thing I see, oh baby, it's what you're doing to me.
In New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Staring at a hotel bed, thinking about what happened. Yesterday everything was fine. Don't know why we fall. She screamed and yelled and threw things around. They even sent me packing, hotel bound. But I still miss her so. Just the day before, sitting on the porch, talking about a baby girl. Later that night, it was whiskey and wine, nothing but a good time. Then it fell apart. When you love someone with all your might, it's all gone because of one damn fight. I try to find my way back home again. Broke down truck, one headlight, trying to find my way on a cold dark night, 'cause I gotta find my way back home again. Driving with the radio on, her favorite country song began to play. Took me back in time to think it over again. I woke up in a hospital bed, pounding in my head. 2 towns over, they told me my truck was wrecked. Then it hit me just what she said. When you love someone with all your might, it's all gone because of one damn fight. Try to find my way back home again. In a broke down truck with one headlight, trying to find my way on a cold dark night, 'cause I gotta find my way back home again. I woke up all alone, missed calls on the phone, and the messages she left. Please come home, I can't be all alone, and I want you back again. When you love someone with all your might, and it's all gone because of one damn fight, I try to find my way back home again. In a broke down truck, one headlight, trying to find my way on a cold dark night, 'cause I gotta find my way back home again. 'Cause I gotta find my way back home again.
His name is Noah Reinhardt, and I want to thank him for being a special guest tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. If you want to know how to spell his last name, Reinhardt, it is scrolling across the top of the TV screen on our Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel at KICR Indie Country Radio. So go check him out, follow him on social media, tell him Tim Kelly sent you, and go stream his music. He is fantastic. Thank you again, sir, for your service as well in the Coast Guard and what you do still on a daily basis. It is much appreciated. Well, it is much appreciated for you hanging out with me for hour number 2. We're getting ready to kick that off. My good friend Jeff Orson is going to do it. He is from Canada. He's going to be a special guest again on my program on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on August the 29th. You can check out my full interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. His brand new single is called Bootleggers. Jeff Orson kicking off hour 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
We cooked corn in a still in the Tennessee hills through the day so we wouldn't be seen. When it was done, we let it rest in some drums by a grove of dogwood trees. Then we jarred it all up, got it loaded in a truck, and we sold it from town to town. With some of this in your cup, it's bound to light things up. It sure burns when it goes down. We called it white lightning moonshine. Drink too much of this stuff, you're sure to go blind. High test, right gut, choose too many, one's not enough. Axe a punch that's harder than Schwarzenegger. We were young, small town, back road bootleggers. Wasn't too long till the sheriff caught on, sent his deputies to close us down. Though he was hidden real well, we couldn't mask the smell of alcohol blowing all around. When his boys got done, there still was nothing but junk. All they left was the recipe. I made it just in time to the county line, but the law's still looking for me. We called it white lightning moonshine. Drink too much of this stuff, you're sure to go blind. High test, right gut, choose too many, one's not enough. Axe a punch that's harder than Schwarzenegger. We were young, small town, back road bootleggers. It ain't ever done nobody no harm. Sipping corn whiskey from an old fruit jar. The stuff that folks all love, 'cause you don't need to have that much to get yourself one hell of a buzz. White lightning moonshine, drink too much of this stuff, you're sure to go blind. We called it white lightning moonshine. Drink too much of this stuff, you're sure to go blind. High test, right gut, choose too many, one's not enough. Axe a punch that's harder than Schwarzenegger. We were young, small town, back road bootleggers. 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 We were young, small town, back road bootleggers.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
All I know is that you were here and now you're not. In between between, there's quite a story, don't know where to start. Somehow I go from being anxious, stomach calling nights, to pretty much every inhibition, getting lost. Thought I was nobody, but you made me feel like I was somebody. When you took my hand and stopped me from running, now every room here is left feeling haunted. But I'm not scared, cause all that you left behind, and seeing you in the corner of my eye, our moments frozen in time, keeping me warm when I'm alone at night, catching a glimpse, a flicker of a light. They give me hope, yeah, they might make me cry, but feeling you by my side for the rest of my life, no, that don't scare me. So bittersweet, sitting where you sat, talking to the walls, but somehow comforting knowing that they saw it all. Thought I was nobody, but you made me feel like I was somebody. When you took my hand and stopped me from running, now every room here is left feeling haunted. But I'm not scared, cause all that you left behind, and seeing you in the corner of my eye, our moments frozen in time, keeping me warm when I'm alone at night, catching a glimpse, a flicker of a light. They give me hope, yeah, they might make me cry, but feeling you by my side for the rest of my life, no, that don't scare me. I know it from your eyes, you wish you could stay. The out of sight, but on my mind always, cause all that you left behind, and seeing you in the corner of my eye, our moments frozen in time, keeping me warm when I'm alone at night, catching a glimpse, a flicker of a light. They give me hope, yeah, they might make me cry, but feeling you by my side for the rest of my life, no, that don't scare me. That don't scare me.
The song is called I'm Not Scared. The artist is Carolina East. She is from Canada, and I'm not scared either. I think I could do this for 2 more hours. That is a great song, and she's a great young lady. She's going to be my special guest on August the 30th on a New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. Again, check out that live interview schedule at the bottom of our website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com, and pick your favorites through there. We got a bunch of them, and they're going to be in the Tim Kelly Show archives after the interview airs, and I'm going to put 2 in there tonight. We're going to do one more with Paige Rutledge. That is coming up at the bottom half of this hour. But first, we've got another artist. He's from Florida. His name is Randy Cobb. Check out the video to this song on YouTube. It is called Not On Me from Randy Cobb on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Firing up my pickup, I'm on my way to work. 8 to 5 just to get mine, living life for what it's worth. Now I'm down to my last dollar, last cigarette. Still worried about tomorrow, but I ain't giving up yet. preacher. Damn it, I'm gonna preach. Everybody wants to get there fast. Got a soul for you gonna read. You've got your hands out, but these handouts ain't for free. No, baby, not on me. Baby, not on me. Oh, us backwood boys are yelling, not on me. I know that's what you're used to, but it's time for things to change. This living off the back of the working man's the wrong way to earn your pay. 'Cause we learn young how to do it. This is how we were born and raised. We wake up, go to work, make it home, go to church, love God, family, USA. It's your way, and I'll keep doing it mine. Ain't always that easy, but it works for me every time. You've got to get up, man. I've given all I think I can give. Made by the sweat of my brow, forged me the life that I live.
So we draw.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Blue eyes on a boat dock, making small talk, trying not to say the wrong thing. Dancing to a Dirk song. Didn't take long, strangers turned to lovers in a blink. Ooh, most of the year I'm fine without you. But every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you.
Her name is Marin Taylor. That is M-A-R-Y-N-N, Marin Taylor, and I just tagged her music page in the song right there. That is called Every Single Summer, and I play it every single summer since it broke out a couple of years ago. Absolutely love that one, and we hope you have a good summer as well, and I hope you stay cool. You can check out the full weekly weather forecast if you're planning a trip to Branson at the bottom of our homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Well, I want to thank Lauren Tutty from Lauren Tutty Promotions and her assistant Kim for sending me this next artist and song. His name is Mike Trudell, and the song is called You Can Hear a Heartbreak on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Town, making the round. I don't feel like leaving this room without you. I'm not me. I got the lights turned down, the TV's on. They ain't making a sound. You can hear a heartbreak up in this place. Even a teardrop sounds like a tidal wave. You can hear the clock tick tock on the wall. You can hear a pin drop as it falls. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak. I could be hanging out with the boys. The party crowd can't drown out the noise. I can drink till I can't stand up, but that cover band, it can't cover up. You can hear a heartbreak up in this place. Even a teardrop sounds like a tidal wave. You can hear the clock tick tock on the wall. You can hear a pin drop as it falls. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak. I don't hear my friends saying moving on. I don't hear the radio. It don't matter where I go. I hear heartbreak. I don't hear my phone ring. I don't hear a damn thing. Maybe if you're listening, you can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak up in this place. Even a teardrop sounds like a tidal wave. You can hear the clock tick tock on the wall. You can hear a pin drop as it falls. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak. You can hear a heartbreak.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Steal me away with those reckless eyes. Kill me with that kiss that's your sweetest crime. But we don't worry much, caught up in this rush. I double dare you to look my way, and we'll be running through the red lights like blue lights.
KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we've got a great live show going tonight. We call it New Music Friday. And my second interview of the evening is with a Canadian artist by the name of Paige Rutledge. How are you tonight?
Hello, Tim. Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the show. It is a pleasure to have you on, and I look forward to playing 3 of your songs tonight.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
You are welcome. You started in country music at a pretty early age. Your first performance was with for your family members at your grandpa's funeral, and I'm assuming it's your grandpa that is holding you in a picture on your website, and another song called "Gone Ain't Really Gone."
Yes, yeah, that's correct. So I always, loved to sing and put on like karaoke shows in the basement, but that was the first time that I had ever really, put myself out there. And it's like kind of a bittersweet thing, obviously, to be doing it at your grandpa's funeral. But it just felt like the right moment. Country music was something him and I shared. And yeah, that was kind of the start of it. And really, I think that's why music holds such a special place to my heart and country specifically. And yes, that is him in the cover photo for Gone Ain't Really Gone. And that's one of my favorite photos of us, and it just felt so fitting to use it for that song.
I love it. I was getting ready for this interview this morning and looking at that, and it reminded me of my grandfather that started this tradition when we were kids of bringing us to Branson, Missouri, and taking us to this theme park called Silver Dollar City. And we did that almost every year. They'd get us season passes, and that's why I decided about 12 years ago I wanted to move here. I just thought it was such a cool place, and I was like, one day I'm going to live there, and here we are. So
I love that. I really think, like, the more that, I've been, like, this whole 2 feet into this music thing, I've always realized this, but really have realized recently how important family and support from your family is, because, like, doing kind of anything in the entertainment industry can be a really big roller coaster, and without that support, there's days where I'm like, I don't even know how I would do this. So,
exactly.
And I love hearing about.
You had to have that support, too, it says, because you were playing honky-tonks and bars at 13 years old, so you had to have even parental supervision to do that.
Yeah. My parents used to come to the bar with me when I was quite young. There was a bar down the street from where I grew up in Oakville, and I used to, like, go there for all their open mics and was definitely way too young to be in the bar, so my dad would come along with me, and obviously at the time I felt like way cooler than what I was being like 13, 14, 15 years old. And I'm like, God, why is my dad here with me?
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I'm like, you can't get into a bar. So I'm thankful for them letting me play.
I've interviewed artists as young as 10 years old, and boy, there's some talent out there. And as you get older and older, I just hear the songs get better and better and better. But you've been doing this for a while, and people are going to love your music tonight. So you got some some great songs, you bet. And
thank you.
I want to thank Hendrick for sending me your way. He sends me a lot of good artists in my email, and I happened to click on yours here about a month or so ago, and we set this interview up, and I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, Hendrick is fantastic. He has been such a champion and supporter of me since my early days. I think the first time him and I really connected was way back in 2020 when I put out a song called Take Me Back to Tiki, which feels like a lifetime ago, and I remember him sharing that and just being somebody, like, for the past 4 years has been so supportive and giving me opportunities and helping introduce me to people. And just, it's hard to come by people that are genuinely supportive and, like, really, really rooting for you 24/7 and have your back, and Hendrick has been that for me. So very glad that he was able to connect us.
Man, I've been doing this show going on year number 13, and I have so many artists that I am really fond of, and some of them just stick out. You're going to be one of those artists, and this is going to be one of those interviews. I can tell already. I love your personality and your energy, and it says that about you in your bio, too. You have a vibrant personality and a rhinestone-studded guitar. It doesn't hurt to have that, either.
I do. I love everything sparkly, like, obsessed with that. I used to figure skate growing up, and I think that's where, like, my love of, like, rhinestone and just being sparkly and, like, performing has come from, because I used to beg my mom, not even beg, she would do it with me, but we would rhinestone all of my skating dresses before competitions. And, my band, we always joke, they have, like, we just got back to the band outfits this year, because I tend to be getting sparklier and sparklier with my outfits. And they're like, well, we kind of want to match. So they wear all white on stage and I show up in my little rhinestone outfit or hot pink, or
Yep.
it's just so fun. Like, why not take the opportunity to get dressed up? You only get to be on a stage so many times, and the guitar is my favorite thing in the world. I bring it everywhere.
That is cool. I love that. And you got a pretty cool rhinestone denim jacket you're wearing on the website, too.
Yeah. I've started, you know what, over COVID, when there wasn't much to do, I don't know what other people did, but I turned to rhinestoning. So I rhinestoned a jacket. I've done a dress. I did all of my guitar capos. I did my guitar. And I just, like, kind of found anything. And, you know, sometimes, too, when you've kind of, I've committed to this whole rhinestone look, and clothing can get expensive. So I've had to get creative on how I can kind of recreate things. And it's good because, like, I love being creative, and it almost pushes my brain to be creative in a different way aside from songwriting and doing music. And so it's fun. It's almost like my little pastime now to kill time, but I love doing it.
That is awesome. You and my wife have that in common. She just the other night, the other night made a Christmas stocking already out of some denim jeans that were really ripped.
Oh.
They were really ripped apart, and she couldn't fix them for a client, so she cut the pocket off and a little bit of that in the back end and made a Christmas stocking out of it, and it looks really cool.
That's incredible. And you know what? I really stand by. It's never too early for Christmas. I am a Christmas girl through and through.
Right.
So that makes me so happy to hear.
Absolutely. Christmas in July.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. You've been getting a lot of great reviews and a lot of radio airplay, and one of the songs that we're going to play tonight, called The Worst Thing, has been getting played on Sirius XM and one of the top country charts up there in Canada, too, so that's good stuff.
That one was exciting. When we decided to do radio with that, I wasn't, obviously you never know what's going to happen. And I remember, like, getting the news that Top of the Country had picked it up, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. My first song to Top of the Country. And all I've ever wanted is to hear my song on the radio. And I remember I was sitting in the car, I was in my driveway, and I was just having a really busy day, and I was about to leave for a gig, so I was kind of doing that, like, mental checklist of, do I have this, do I have that, going through. And as I put the car in reverse, I heard the intro to the song. And I had this moment where I was like, why do I recognize this? Because I didn't clue in right away that it was my song. And so I put the car back in park, and it came up on the screen, and it was like, Paige Rutledge, The Worst Thing. And I lost it. I freaked out. It was such a cool moment for me, just because I believed in that song so much, and it caught me so by surprise. And I, like, ran inside and called my parents, and my mom came out, and, like, we sang it so loud, and I'm pretty sure, like, the whole town heard us singing. But that was the first. It was just, I think the moment was so special because I was so surprised, and I didn't know that it was going to be playing. And it just really felt, I don't know, it felt, I loved that I could run it and get my parents and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because as much as, like, you know, it's been my journey, they've been such a part of it as well, and it felt very, very special and full circle to be able to share that specific moment.
Isn't it the coolest thing ever to hear your song on the radio? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if that's a feeling I ever will get over, because it really does catch you by surprise every time, no matter how many. And I had heard it a few times in the months after that, and every single time it really is this special, overwhelming joy feeling. Like, you work so hard, and it's just, I think it's because you don't know it's going to happen, and then it comes on, and you're like, oh my gosh. Like, I've worked so hard for this, and so it's just one of those really rewarding moments.
Yeah, and we're going to put you on 10 radio stations doing this show tonight, and then we're also going to get you on all the streaming services that this show is on, like Amazon Music and Spotify and iHeartRadio. It's going to go over there, Pandora, all of that. We're on all of those, too. So
thank you.
Your song's going to replay.
That's so kind.
It's going to replay for months, and these shows will replay forever. And we're going to put you in the Tim Kelly Show archives, too, on this interview, so you'll be able to download it and put it on your social media if you choose, and do whatever you would like to.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to help the indie artists. That's a passion of mine, and I love playing new music and what we can call new country's best, and I can sure say that behind your songs. You got some great ones.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
We're going to talk about your first...
indie artists.
Oh, you're welcome. I absolutely love doing it. And we're going to talk about your first song here in a second, but I also want to mention that you had the opportunity to open for a gentleman by the name of Walker Hayes at Thunder Bay's Country on the Bay Summer Festival. And Walker Hayes is famous for what I call the Applebee's song. That was a great song. It almost went viral, I think. So.
Yes. Yeah, that was crazy. So I still to this day, like, don't know how that opportunity fell into my lap, but also at the same time, like, it was so cool. That was a really awesome experience. That was also just like a full day of music. That was my first time getting to like fly to a festival too, which felt like a really cool experience all in itself. And we got to Walker Hayes. All of his kids were back stage after playing hacky sack, and they were so cute. But it was just such a great opportunity. And, you know, like, I try to take every festival. I've had the opportunity now since last summer, play quite a few, and have another summer lined up with festivals, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
And just every single time you get to be on the same bill and the same lineup as an artist, that's just, like, at the top of their game. And you're right, Walker Hayes is viral, and that was a pretty cool moment, I'm not going to lie, getting to see Fancy, like, live on stage. I was like, yep. Core memory. Keeping this one in there for forever. But it's always just such a pleasure to get to watch people who are, like, at the top of their game performing and seeing what they do with the crowd and watching them and just being like, what can I take from this? And just watching how a crowd reacts to them. And it's such a motivating experience to get to be on a lineup and on festivals with those kinds of artists.
And the goal for you as an artist, too, I'm sure I'm 100% correct in saying this, is to get a song like Walker Hayes had, and it gets stuck in people's heads. And immediately when they hear it, they know the artist, they know the song, they know all the words, and they're just singing it to you know, as you're performing it on stage. That's cool, huh?
Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah, absolutely. I just think, like, I always try, and there's a reason, like, you know, those artists, and especially Walker Hayes, he's such a phenomenal songwriter, like, going way back into some of his earlier stuff, too, and actually the stuff he puts out now, and the stuff he writes for other people. He is a very talented songwriter, and it's just such a special thing to be able to get to connect with people and immediately have people be like, oh, know that song, right? Like, and so, you know, as an artist and as a songwriter, I think that's what everyone strives for, to kind of have that moment that just connects you with listeners and makes you instantly, you know, recognizable, and a song that someone's always going to sing along to.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned songwriting. Most of the artists that I interview on this program write their own material. I'm sure that's true of you as well. And don't you agree that country music tells the best stories?
I fully agree. And I think that's what's always drawn me into country music. And, you know, going to a festival or just even being a fan, watching a country performance, I think there's something so unique and something so special about country festivals and country concerts where you see the people in the audience singing along, like, with their full hearts. Like, you can just see people singing and screaming their hearts out, and I think that's because everyone has a piece of their story in country music, and, you know, you can find something that's so relatable. And not to say that doesn't happen in other genres. I always feel bad being like country, but I personally, like, I'm a lover of country music, will always be, have always been, and I genuinely believe it's because of that, because people can find their stories within songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And Canada is huge for country music. Man, I get a ton of music from Canada. Yeah. Canada and Texas, I think, are my two biggest places I get it from.
I love that. You know what? We have a really, really supportive country music scene here in Canada, and it is, I mean, I'm not, don't want to be too biased, but I think just like Shania Twain, like, we've had some really fantastic artists come out of Canada, and like, I really stand by everyone that I've had the privilege to work with and pleasure to play shows with. Everyone is so genuinely supportive of each other and rooting for each other, and it's a really beautiful community.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about a couple of more of those here in the next segment that you've got a chance to perform with and do songs with. But I want to hear the story behind the songs. That's why I do these interviews. So the first one we're going to play tonight is called Used to This. Tell us the story behind this one.
Yeah, Used to This. So it's funny, I have been sitting on that song for, oh my goodness, almost, well, now it's out, but 2 years. Wrote it all the way back in 2022, and I wrote it on a trip to Nashville, and I actually wrote it. So I was out at a concert the night before, and I had a write scheduled the next day with my friend Jack. And Jack and I had written together before. Jack's actually one of my co-writers on another song that I had put out called Drinking Alone. And he was like, my friend's in town, do you mind if he joins the write? And I was like, yeah, of course, you know, like we love those. And then another one of his buddies, Joe, came and joined us. So it was myself and 3 boys. And I walked into that write that morning, and I was like, okay, I would love to write like a single girl anthem. And everyone was so on board for it. So we just kind of like, honestly, the song, we didn't really have anything other than that idea, being like, I want to write something that's like, you know, you can sing it in your car, like that festival kind of vibe, that summer, like we're just having a good time kind of thing. And I believe it was Joe started playing something, like some little guitar riff, and we were like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then we built the track actually before we kind of even started writing the lyrics, and we just were like spitballing a whole bunch of ideas. And it was an interesting writing process because we didn't have a title going into it. We just kind of had that general idea. We didn't know exactly where it was going to land. And we ended up landing on Used to This, and we demoed it that day. And I knew immediately, I felt that kind of special feeling with this, and I was like, this song feels really good. But I had a couple other things that I was like, I really want to put these songs out first, and if this song is still feeling this good in a little bit, then I'll record it and release it. And it was just something that I always came back to, and I was like, this song is so cool, and like, I just want to get it out there. And I'm putting out a whole project in September, and this song is part of the project, and it just fits so perfectly with what I'm going to be releasing that the timing couldn't have felt better putting it out.
That is awesome. You know, and having a song that you're calling a girl anthem song, there's nothing better than that. And I'll say this too. You mentioned Shania Twain. I had a friend that told me he had Shania Twain and Brian White played From This Moment On at his wedding. So if you make a song and specifically a ballad that is performed at people's wedding, that's something they'll never forget, and they just keep sharing it, don't they?
Absolutely. And, I love Shania. Like, Shania was my first concert when I was so little, like 2 or 3 years old with my mom.
Yep.
And she is just like the heart and soul of Canada. Everyone in Canada loves Shania.
Boy, we do too here in the good old USA. And in fact, I've got her playing on my classic country radio station that plays 24/7. It's just one great classic song after another, and got to put some Shania Twain in there for sure. Well, we got to put some Paige Rutledge. Absolutely. We got to put some Paige Rutledge in this show. So we're going to play Used to This, and then we're going to come back and talk about the next song called The Worst Thing that is getting lots of radio airplay, specifically on Sirius XM, and going to be played on the Tim Kelly Show as well tonight. We are with Paige Rutledge. This is called Used to This on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
You grabbed your things and gave back that key. Since then I've been on one hell of a ride. For 5 years I was just some girl with strings attached to your perfect world. You wrote my script and I just read the lines. But now I'm changing up the conversation. It ain't a feeling, it's a revelation. And now I'm laying in the bed I'm making. I'm just saying I can get used to this. Hitting all the bars I never came to. Not checking in when you're drunk and I'm out and your friends aren't around. And all I'm saying, I'm sorry. Feeling guilty for not wanting everything that you want me to be. I might be pretty new to it, but I can get used to this. I can get used to going out with old friends, the ones that you hated cause you were jealous of when they took up all of my time, and now that time's all mine. I can get used to this. Hitting all the bars I never came to. Not checking in when you're drunk and I'm out and your friends aren't around. And all I'm saying, I'm sorry. Feeling guilty for not wanting everything that you want me to be. I might be pretty new to it, but I can get used to this. A familiar face in the mirror, gotta say it's nice to see her again. I can get used to this. I might be pretty new to it, but I can get used to this. Oh, I can get used to this.
Her name is Paige Rutledge. That is a great song. It is called Used to This, and you just heard the story behind it, and that was done 2 years ago that you recorded it, and I'm sure glad you're releasing it now, man. That's a great song. It needed to be heard, that's for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been really special, too, to see how people have been resonating with this song, and it's been getting a lot of love on streaming platforms.
Yep.
As well. You know, when you put out music, you really just hope like one person hears it, and so it's really nice when you see people saving the song and sharing the song and just singing along at shows. I've been playing a couple shows and looking out into the audience and people that I don't know singing along or coming up after and being like, we love Used to This, and that's such a special feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love doing these radio interviews, been doing a bunch of those, and we could get used to this too. We'd love to have you back in a few months. Come back and we'll talk some more.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's been a blast.
Come back anytime.
You have got the chance, too, to also perform with a gentleman by the name of Tyler Joe Miller. He is great. I've got a bunch of his music.
Yeah.
And then Jason McCoy. Him and a buddy of mine I just interviewed not too long ago from Canada, Brian John Harwood, did a song together called Saving Up for a Friday Night.
Yeah. Brian and I go way back. Brian and I, the very first time that him and I ever played together was, 2019.
No kidding.
I think it was my very first. So we have something called the CMAO, it's the Country Music Association of Ontario.
Yep.
And they put on some showcases, highlighting new artists and all the country artists specifically in Ontario. And my very first showcase I ever played, Brian was on that, and actually we played a number of times together since then. And it's really great. That's what I love, going back to how small the Canadian country music scene is and how everybody really knows everybody and is supportive of each other. And it's really cool because Jason McCoy is obviously a legend and just got inducted into the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame. And so just again to be on a lineup with people like Jason McCoy and Tyler Joe Miller, who's at the top of his game in Canadian country music right now, and getting to see how they work a crowd and, just being there in the same room. And Tyler and I are friends, which is nice as well. It's nice when you become friends with the people that you've listened to. And that was just a really fun festival, getting to be in Holyrood earlier this summer.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if that was a typo or not. It's called Holyrood instead of Hollywood, like we have over here.
Holyrood, yeah.
I love it.
I know, right? I actually remember when I got the contract for that, because they sent out their contract pretty early. I got it August of last summer, so 2023, I knew I was playing that festival. And I did the same thing. I was like, Holyrood. And then I had heard about it before, obviously. It's been around for years. But I did the same thing where I was like, wait a second. And I was like seeing it on paper. And I was like, oh, wait. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's awesome. And, it's a big crossover, too. You mentioned it's a small community, but big at the same time. And everybody seems to know everybody. But it even crosses over from the U.S. and Canada. A lot of the artists that I play from both have collaborated and done duets with each other and stuff like that. So that brings up another question I want to ask you.
Totally.
And what is Paige Rutledge's dream gig, if you haven't done it already? An artist that you would like to maybe do a duet with or open for or perform with live on stage? And it might be like a Shania Twain or somebody like that, but who might be some names we might know?
Oh, absolutely. You're right. There's so much crossover. Dream show. That's, and the crossover. I mean, just because I've loved Shania since day one, that has always been, a bucket list dream to get to play with her, work with her in any sort of way. I am, the biggest Taylor Swift fan, and I have loved her since 2006. So if we're, shooting real big here, I would love to get to be with Taylor one day. But there's, I'm really into... I think in the States specifically right now, there are some really cool female acts. I love Alana Springsteen. I think what she's doing is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And just I've gotten to the States quite a few times and split my time between here and Nashville doing writing trips. And every single person I get to work with there is so nice and so talented.
Yep.
So just like being a part of that community as well. But I have to say, I think my dream show, there's a festival here called Boots and Hearts. And I mean, I believe I could be slightly wrong on this, but I know it's like up there for like one of the biggest country festivals in North America. CMA Fest might be one of the only ones. There might be a few others that are bigger. And Boots and Hearts is like the very first country festival I attended way back in 2015, I think, as a fan, getting to go and watch. And I've been going pretty much every year since, except for the few years that it hasn't been able to run because of the pandemic. And that is my dream stage to play one day.
That is awesome. And I could see you winning a Canadian Country Music Association award, too, one of these days, for sure.
Oh, that's also a dream. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've played a lot of artists that have done that, especially Gord Banford. I've had him on the program a couple of times, and I think at last count he's won 26 times, so that's pretty awesome.
He is an icon here, absolutely.
Yes,
Just
he
what
is.
a talented and nice guy.
Yep. And you're playing a great gig, looks like, coming up September the 1st, going to be the Canada's largest rib fest. I love ribs. I love to eat those. Yeah. We actually, me and my wife, are coming up on 3 years in October, got married in the back of a barbecue restaurant. They've got an overlook on their back balcony overlooking Table Rock Lake, and we got married standing right there, and they catered barbecue for us.
That's incredible. Congratulations. I'm so excited.
Thank you. But, you can't beat a rib fest.
Yeah. Oh, we're so excited. This one, too, it's right on the waterfront. So it's honestly just such a beautiful day, too. And it's so fun to get to be a part of events like that still that are so community-driven. And, see families coming out and people coming out to drink and have a good time. Like, you really just get everybody there within the community. And the stage is, I've got to do this one a couple years ago. The stage is a beautiful stage, too. Not that, we just love a good stage, but it's such a fun gig to play, and we're really looking forward to that.
Absolutely. And speaking of speaking of water, you're going to be on the 21st of September at Big Texas at Niagara Falls. That is a bucket list of mine. I've never seen Niagara Falls. That would be awesome.
Really? Oh my goodness. Big Texas is like so there's a couple bars here. We don't have many, but there's a couple where it's like if you take like one of the bars on Broadway and like the people that are there for live music and just drinking and ready to have a good time, Big Texas like fits that box so perfectly. Yeah. And it's right downtown. You can see the falls from it. And Niagara Falls is such a fun little city to be in. It's always a good night and people really show up ready for a good time. So they're late nights, don't get me wrong, but worth every single moment.
That is awesome. Well, you have been fantastic to talk to tonight. I look forward to playing more of your music in the future and doing this radio interview again. Come back in a few months and we'll have fun doing another one.
Thank you so much for having me. It has been such a great time getting to chat with you. It's been so fun.
Yeah, you too. We're going to play this song that we talked about getting lots of radio airplay, Sirius XM and all over the world. It's called The Worst Thing. Tell us the story behind this one real quick.
Yeah, The Worst Thing is I love writing fun, catchy, like upbeat kind of songs, and it's nice sometimes to kind of do the opposite of that. And I guess the worst thing is, besides Gone Ain't Really Gone, and I have another one that's more ballad-like, but the worst thing, it kind of came, I wasn't planning to write a song like that. That day, I wrote that one with two of my really good friends, Lydia Sutherland and Rich Cloak. And Lydia and Rich and I have written together quite a few times. And I don't know, we went into it, and we were talking about, Lydia and I were actually on FaceTime before the writing session was actually scheduled, and we were talking about breakups for some reason. I don't know why we were on that topic, but we were having a conversation and just saying, like, how much it sucks sometimes when, you watch a friend or yourself go through a breakup and there's not that actual reason. And you're like, I wish someone had cheated. I wish someone had done something that would just make it so much easier to move on. And as we were talking, we're like, this is kind of a fun song idea, and how relatable to everyone's kind of been through that or know someone that's been through that in their life. And so we kind of started brainstorming some ideas on FaceTime, and then Rich came in to join us, and we're like, oh, we kind of started writing a song already, Rich. Like, hey. And then so we wrote The Worst Thing really quickly, and I immediately sent it off to my producer, Matt, and I was like, we have to record this song. and that one came together really quickly. In like
Wow.
less than a year, we had the song written and out. And I don't know, I was very scared to release this song because it is so vulnerable, and I hadn't been like that type of vulnerable in a release before. And when I put the song out, I don't know what was going on with the world that day, but I received so many Instagram DMs of people being like, I'm going through a breakup. Thank you for this song. And it was funny, not funny, that they were going through a breakup, but I would respond back and be like, I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad at the same time that you found this song. So I don't know why the world was all breaking up in November when I put this out, but we got to record a really stripped down piano version that I'm putting out in September on the EP as a bonus track on it. And even just taking, I already felt so vulnerable putting that song out, and taking it and stripping it back an extra layer to really just kind of lean into the vocal and piano. Just, it's one of my favorite songs.
That is awesome.
Really, it has such a special place in my heart. Yeah, thank you.
That is such a neat thing about music. Just in the two songs we've talked about so far tonight, you've mentioned that you held on to one for 2 years. This one came to you really fast, and you got it recorded, super quick and put it out to radio. And isn't that just the funniest thing about music? I've had artists tell me they've held on to songs 8-10 years, and then they're just going through their files one day, and it's time to record this.
Totally. And it's every song is such a unique process. Like, I don't think I've done a single song the same. And yeah, like there's some songs that I've written, like Used to This, that I kind of kept for 2 years. And then the worst thing, the complete opposite, where I wrote it and I was like, we started recording it, I think, like literally a month later doing pre-production for it, because I just knew, I was like, and not that Used to This felt any different, it's just every song has its journey, and I really believe sometimes a song has to live for a little bit, and you go back, you make those changes, it's special, but you go back, and then there's songs in the moment where you're like, this needs to be out right now, like tomorrow. And it's such a beautiful thing about music that every song is different.
Well, we're glad that you're doing music, and thank you for doing a great radio interview tonight. And that's why I like to play 3 in a row from the artist, too, on these interviews, to show that versatility and that variety. And then I also do a show on Thursdays called Triple Play Thursday, so we'll get you on that one, too. I play 3 in a row on Thursdays, too.
Oh, amazing.
So I don't care if it's a male...
It's fun to get to talk about different songs.
Yeah, it is. And I don't care if it's a male artist, female artist. There's always that talk of females not getting enough radio airplay or as much as the guys, whatever. That's not true on this station. So we love to get the music out there, and you make great music. And we're going to kick off the top of the hour with another song called Ain't That Bad. And it ain't that bad playing Paige Rutledge on the radio either. I'll tell you what, it is fun. So where can folks reach you on? Where can folks reach out to you on social media if they want to check you out some more?
Yeah, everything is at Paige Rutledge. The only exception is TikTok, which is at Paige Rutledge Music, because someone had taken Paige Rutledge by the time I got on TikTok. But just if you search Paige Rutledge on any social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, which I guess is X, now YouTube, everything is just under my name at Paige Rutledge.
That sounds good. Well, we're going to keep up with each other, and like I said, I'm serious. Come back and let's do this again in a few months, and I hope you have a great summer. And it looks like you got a great fall schedule too, and that Rib Fest coming up shortly in September. So if I wasn't going to Texas on vacation, I'd come up there to that Rib Fest thing. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you'll have to make your way to Canada for sure.
Absolutely, and I definitely want to see Niagara Falls one of these days. That is definitely a bucket list item. So, well,
absolutely, and I will say the Rib Fest in Canada are fantastic.
Oh man, that sounds good. Making me hungry. That sounds great. Thank you, Paige Rutledge, for a great radio interview tonight, and we will see you on the radio, as we say around here.
Thank you so much for having me. This was such a great time.
You bet. We are live with Paige Rutledge tonight on a New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. This is called The Worst Thing, and we're going to play this one and one more to kick off the top of the hour with Paige Rutledge.
With your ex, or we break up over text, I'd cry for a
hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
It ain't that bad going out in a tight dress, not staying and wearing my sweats. It ain't that bad drinking 'cause I'm happy, not drinking to forget that you left me. I ain't mad about it, not half as sad about it as I thought I'd be. Guess took losing you to see that I'm turning heads at the bar, walking in, breaking hearts, not caring what you think. Dancing all by myself, don't need anyone else 'cause the spotlight's hitting me. Different than it ever has, boy, that hurt is fading fast, and I don't need a guy like you holding me back. A single life ain't that bad. It ain't that bad not sharing this king size, not worrying where you're at tonight. Ain't that bad hearing all of my friends say I'm better off, better than okay. 'Cause I'm turning heads at the bar, walking in, breaking hearts, not caring what you think. Dancing all by myself, don't need anyone else 'cause the spotlight's hitting me. Different than it ever has, boy, that hurt is fading fast, and I don't need a guy like you holding me back. A single life ain't that. No, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't that bad. Bad. No, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't that bad. I never thought I'd get over you. Sometimes you win when you lose. You were never what I needed. Thank God you did the leaving. 'Cause I'm turning heads at the bar, walking in, breaking hearts, not caring what you think. Dancing all by myself, don't need anyone else 'cause the spotlight's hitting me. Different than it ever has, boy, that hurt is fading fast, and I don't need a guy like you holding me back. A single life ain't that. No, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't that bad. Bad. No, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't that bad. Different than it ever has, boy, that hurt is fading fast, and I don't need a guy like you holding me back. A single life.
Canadian country music is alive and well with artists like Paige Rutledge in it. That is called Ain't That Bad, and it sure ain't that bad talking to her, and had a good time playing 3 songs in a row from her tonight. Paige Rutledge, ladies and gentlemen, go check her out. She is a fantastic artist, and she's making me hungry now with that Rib Fest thing we were talking about. We got all kinds of food talk going on in my YouTube chat room. Always got that going on, but we are having a good time tonight. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show. We are live on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that Radio Boss player and you'll be able to hear the live show. And I'm also live on my Facebook account, live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. If you see me on TV, scan that QR code and you can download the Tim Kelly Show app and get the audio through your mobile device as well. This next artist is a full-time firefighter in our nation's capital, but he is one heck of an artist, and he sure can sing. He's got a 14-song full album. This is one of the cuts off of it. It is called What Are You Listening To? From James Rose. How about the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I put that record on. Girl, you know what song. And I let it play again and again. You're in every line. Takes me back in time. Yeah, tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on ours and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I like to believe that you're just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know, I can't let it go, but it's about to drive me mad. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Is it a feel-good song, get you driving too fast? The one that gets you moving on past the past? Or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing whoa, whoa? Is it headphones on the downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band in some college town bar where it's not on knives and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I put that record on. Girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world. You got beauty and health. That's a winning, girl. Take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad. With all the things that lift you up and everything that's brought you here, happiness can rise above and take away all your fears. Living life with love and hugs, not looking in the rearview mirror, letting go of all that was. Finally catch those falling tears. Don't worry about nothing, 'cause we ain't got it that bad. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world. You got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be
know we've all been there. It's not about what's in your cup, and just as long as something's there, live your life with hope and trust. Well, these arms are holding us, but if you feel like giving up, just know they're strong enough. But don't worry about nothing, 'cause we ain't got it that bad. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world, you got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad in this sad world. Everything that's gone bad in this bad world, you got beauty and health. That's a win, girl. Take a look at yourself. Just take a look at yourself. You ain't gotta be sad. If you feel like giving up, you should know we've all been there. It's not about what's in your cup, just as long as something's there.
That is the brand new single from Jonathan Lynn. It is called Sad Girl, and we'll send that out to Donna, a happy girl. Now, since we played Jonathan Lynn, she is from Nashville, Tennessee, and hanging out with us on YouTube live in our chat room on KICR Indie Country Radio. Go to YouTube. Hey, subscribe over there, and you'll get notified when I go on the air every Thursday and Friday. We do it at 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'm doing a bonus show next Wednesday. We'll call it Indie Wednesday. It's going to be live from K9 Hideaway in Springfield, Missouri, and that's going to be from 11 a.m. Central Time to 2 p.m. Central Time, so 3 hours over there of what we call New Country's Best. Let's play my good buddy Rich Banks, who has been on the program a couple of times. He's got a great duet here with Nikki Evans. It is called Lovin' All Over You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Took your pictures off my wall, avoided all your calls. I wasn't missing you at all. Swore that's the last time that I'd fall. So I thought I'd be alright when you stopped by the other night. Why did you have to look so nice underneath the front porch light? I fell into your arms and I melted, my heart beating so fast, you felt it. Just when I thought I'm all over loving you, I'm loving all over you.
When you sigh that little sigh and your body's close to mine, my shaking hands can't hide the love I feel inside. Fell into my arms and I melted, heart beating so fast, yeah, I felt it. Just when I thought I'm all over loving you, I'm loving all over you. I'm loving all over you.
Loving all over you.
I'm loving all over you.
I'm loving all over you.
I'm loving all over you.
Sounds like this. Stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart. And this.
This old shirt is getting worn. The knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should.
And this.
Holding a beer on a Friday night. Holding a match when I need a light. Holding the door, my old guitar. Down on my knees in a crowded and dark bar.
Never thought I'd be in this moment I'm in, standing in front of you with all our friends. I know you're scared to death and I am too. When I look in your eyes, there's nothing we can't do. So baby, hold on, we got this girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the leap like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Life's never been a Mercedes-Benz, but with you in my arms, all that ends. I feel invincible when I'm with you. Take my hand, love, do you feel it too? So baby, hold on, we got this girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the leap like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Now the preacher man is ready. The choir's singing too. No time to panic. Love will see us through. So baby, hold on, we got this girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the leap like our moms and dads did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Oh baby, hold on.
His name is Steve Smith with the Steve Smith Band. That is called Baby Hold On, and that's where you can find him on social media, is just search the Steve Smith Band. He is fantastic. Well, Baby Hold On, I got more great music on the way. How about this next artist that we saw a couple of weeks ago at the Southbound Bar and Grill in Springfield, Missouri? The one, the only, Taylor Austin Dye. Her latest single is called Pharmacy on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Trading Jack for a little white cap on an orange bottle. Self-medicating, ain't cutting it lately. even stronger. Doctor said I'm just depressed. Avoid the things that cause me stress. I might feel some side effects, but that's a risk I'll take. It'll take more than a prescription to feel what I've been missing. Just trying to get my fix in, one dose at a time. You got me hooked even though it hurts. Strung out on everything we were. Ain't no remedy to undo what you did to me. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy. Eyes are red at the CVS and my heart's a racing. Trouble breathing, now I'm here fiending for the rush you gave me. Man behind the counter says to only take it as directed. I can't lie, you know I'm tempted to take the whole damn thing. It'll take more than a prescription to feel what I've been missing. Just trying to get my fix in, one dose at a time. You got me hooked even though it hurts. Strung out on everything we were. Ain't no remedy to undo what you did to me. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy. If I'm numb, it's only temporary. It'll take more than a prescription to feel what I've been missing. Just trying to get my fix in, one dose at a time. You got me hooked even though it hurts. Strung out on everything we were. Ain't no remedy to undo what you did to me. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy. Ooh, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need the whole damn pharmacy.
Are you ready for football, Chiefs Kingdom?
The Chiefs are back-to-back Super Bowl champions. It is a dynasty.
Mahomes looks to throw.
It is caught by Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
They've done it. The team that is just gritty and gutsy. How about those Chiefs?
Stream the Kansas City Chiefs games all season long on your official Branson radio home of the Chiefs.
One of the greatest duos in the history of the National Football League. Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelsey.
KICR, IndyCountryRadio.com. Go Chiefs!
Held around this cigarette between me and the fiery dean. The pain in my broken heart keeping me from sleep. That's how I know I'm still alive, holding on to the life I keep. Trying not to give up on her when she's giving up on me. Yeah, she's gone like a southbound train, wrecked me like a hurricane, gone like yesterday's cold rain. Yeah, she's never coming back to me. All I've got's her memory. Come every tomorrow morning, she'll be gone.
nights that I sacrificed has got me in the end. You can't ask yourself what if until you're blue in the face. In the fact that she took everything and left without a trace. Says she's gone like a southbound train, wrecked me like a hurricane, gone like yesterday's cold rain. Yeah, she's never coming back to me. All I've got's her memory. Come every tomorrow morning, she'll be gone. Silver wings, riding in the sunlight, roaring engines, headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, dear, leaving me lonely. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight.
His name is Luke Deuce. Luke Deuce Music is where you can find him on social media. The song is called Gone Right There, and he's going to be my special guest coming up on August the 22nd on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, and he is only 19 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Super, super talented, and Luke Deuce Music is where you can find him all over social media. Well, how did you like that Kansas City Chiefs promo? I'm getting ready for some football, and it's almost preseason. We're going to be streaming the games all season long on the Kansas City Chiefs official home of the Branson radio home of the Chiefs, KICR, Indie Country Radio. Just get on that Kansas City Chiefs tab on the top of our website when it's game time, and you'll be able to find a magical TV screen that will appear, and you can stream all the games. I don't care if you don't have Amazon or whatever. The first game's on Thursday night, September the 5th. We're going to have it for you on the official Branson radio home of the Chiefs, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Let's keep the music going. How about my good friend Lindsay? Her latest single is called Remember You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Last few months I've been in a haze, and now lost count of how many days since you've been gone. But I know it's been too long. Life cut short by a tragic end. I've questioned God, just don't make no sense. How you left me here, crying all these tears alone, when He called you to go home. Now staring at the moon, I remember you and all the nights we had together. Thought that they would last forever, but you were gone way too soon. Every single day I still feel the pain, though it's slowly getting better. But forget you I will never, 'cause I remember you. Empty house echoes everywhere. Sometimes I hear you come down the stairs, but then reality, it always brings me to my knees. I know one day I won't feel like this, but that won't make me ever forget all the memories, 'cause I know that I will see you again. Oh, but until then, I'll stare at the moon and remember you and all the nights we had together. wish that they had been forever. Every single day I still feel the pain, though it's slowly getting better. But forget you I will never, 'cause I'll remember you. I'll remember you.
That is brand new music from my friend Lindsay. It is called Remember You. It is Lynsey if you want to look up Lindsay. This next artist is my good friend Caden Collins. It was written by my buddy Keith Camp, and Caden Collins has his own podcast too. Check out the Caden Collins Show on YouTube as well. This is Perfect Mess from Caden Collins. It is Kaden on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
She's a perfect mess in the morning. She's my sunshine when it's storming. She's my everything I'll ever need. She's the reason that I breathe. I'm her total wreck by evening, but I'll be her reason for believing in a love that holds a place for hearts that finish the race. She's a guiding light through the dark of night, even when the world just don't feel right. Hand in hand we'll face each test. In these arms, baby, find good rest. She's the calm when the world's too loud, lifts me up, makes a man so proud. Together we'll make our way, 'cause we finally found a love that stays. She's a perfect mess in the morning. She's my sunshine when it's storming. She's my everything I'll ever need. She's the reason that I breathe. I'm her total wreck by evening, but I'll be her reason for believing in a love that holds a place for hearts that finish the race. In this crazy world we're living, wrecks and storms are always given, but still the love keeps shining through to see the perfect side of you. She's a perfect mess in the morning. She's my sunshine when it's storming. She's my everything I'll ever need. She's the reason that I breathe. I'm her total wreck by evening, but I'll be her reason for believing in a love that holds a place for hearts to finish the race.
To the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country.
I've got all the time in the world that's what they say. Someday we'll sit down and work it out, but not today. But seasons come and years have passed, and now the cold wind blows past regrets and things unsaid is now their home. I don't wanna be stone cold when I'm standing before the stone of someone I should have made things right, but I left alone. That old winter chill of stubborn pride will leave you frozen to the bone. And if that's the price for being right, I don't wanna be stone cold. Before the stone of someone you should have made things right, but you left alone. That old winter chill of stubborn pride will leave you frozen to the bone. And if that's the price for being right, I don't wanna be stone cold. And if that's the price for being right, I don't wanna be stone cold.
His name is Stephen Wood. Stephen Wood Music, if you want to check him out on social media, and that is called Stone Cold. Great video to that one on YouTube as well, you can check out. The brand new single from my good friend Caden Wilson is called No Good Cowboy on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday. C-A-E or D-E-N, Caden.
I can ride a horse, I can rope a steer, I can shoot a gun, and I can run away from here. I don't rob banks, but I break girls' hearts, the kind of cowboy that leaves them in the dark. Just a no-good cowboy, steady looking down. I don't have a home, I just moved from town to town. I lost my love 'cause I just couldn't see, till she found another man, a better man than me. May not live a perfect life, but I do love the Lord. Mama tried to teach me, Daddy taught me more. She showed me how to love
just moved from town to town. I lost my love 'cause I just couldn't see till she found another man, a better man than me. When I find another town, I know what I'd wish. I could be back home with my family once again. Just a no good cowboy, steady looking down. I don't have a home, I just moved from town to town. I lost my love 'cause I just couldn't see till she found another man, a better man than me.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
We wake the rooster up to crow. A cup of coffee on the go. It's gonna be a long night. 17 degrees and snow. I'm a roughneck and American, touching down wells across his land. Bring my back into for my Uncle Sam. Tripping wet pipe till the sun goes down. A through and through solid blue, dirty colored man. I'm a roughneck hand. 600 miles away from home. You're waiting by the telephone. Will she even call tonight? Praying to God that she's alone. But I keep on, gotta keep strong, 'cause I'm a roughneck and American, touching down wells across his land. Bring my back into for my Uncle Sam. Tripping wet pipe till the sun goes down. A through and through solid blue, dirty colored man. I'm a roughneck hand. I'm a roughneck hand.
is the brand new single from my good friend Bubba Reeves from Monroe, Louisiana. It is called Roughneck Hand. It is doing quite well already, but go stream that one. It is fantastic. And we're working out the details to have him back on the Tim Kelly Show as well. Also, with this next young lady, we're going to try to get her on the program. Her name is Ashlyn Green, E on the end of Green. Her latest single is called Last Forever on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Boy, there's something about you that just don't feel the same. All the ones that came before you can't hold a candle to your flame. You love Jesus and your mama. You don't know how much it means. And I don't know about you. If it's up to me, I want something that lasts like a 1980 Chevrolet. Don't gotta move too fast. We can go at our own pace. What's the rush if the two of us just trust what we have together? Something that will last forever. Hold the door every time we hop in your daddy's truck, and you don't ever seem to mind when I crank your radio up. I don't have to hide my crazy, 'cause you love the me that's real. Never thought I'd find someone that makes me feel the way this feels. I want something that lasts like a 1980 Chevrolet. Don't gotta move too fast. We can go at our own pace. What's the rush if the two of us just trust what we have together? Something that will last forever. Like a great grandmama's recipes, or that Bible Papa gave to me. I want something that lasts like a 1980 Chevrolet. You don't gotta move too fast. We can go at our own pace. 'Cause what's the rush if the two of us just trust what we have together? Something that will last forever.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
I'm from a small town in the backwoods of New Jersey. I was raised beside the lakes and pineland trees, close to the beach, not too far from the city. That's where my roots have grown, and that's where I call home. So this goes out to everybody that's got a hometown heart. Don't forget where things started, and always keep the good times and all the roads that we traveled, all the moments that we battled. You can never forget where things start when you have a hometown heart. A hometown heart, yeah. days we'd practice on the ball fields, and then the nights we're spending LBI. Yeah, that's where this hometown heart is. It never went too far, and all the memories last a lifetime, and there's still time to make more. This goes out to everybody that's got a hometown heart. Don't forget where things started, and always keep the good times. And all the roads that we traveled, all the moments that we battled. You can never forget where things start when you have a hometown heart. A hometown heart, yeah. Just for a moment, I give anything to take me back to my hometown. Yeah, where the people know your name. Just for a moment, to reminisce on all the good times had in our hometown, where the memories never fade. This goes out to everybody that's got a hometown heart. Don't forget where things started, and always keep the good times. And all the roads that we traveled, all the moments that we battled. You can never forget where things start when you have a hometown heart. Yeah, where is all the time gone? All the memories of your hometown. Yeah, where is all the time gone? All the memories in your hometown heart.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio. Well, I thought I had one more song to go, but that one don't seem to want to play. So we're going to wrap up the show tonight. Thank you for being with me tonight. I sure do appreciate it. That was Kenny Curcio, by the way, and his brand new single, Hometown Heart. We are working out the details to get him on the program as well. That's going to do it for this edition of New Music Friday. I am Tim Kelly, and I want to thank my special guests, Noah Reinhardt and Paige Rutledge from Canada, for being on the program tonight. We'll do it again next week. What do you say? The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a corner